Hey guys, how you going? It's been a while. Here we are. Let's go. Okay, so I decided I wanted to do a video today. I just felt the calling. I don't know why, but let's get into it. Okay, so I'm going to pull some cards. We're going to start with cards, even though I really love talking to spirit. Okay, we're going to do both. I'm just going to pull some cards to see what the surrounding energies for people are. Okay, so please keep in mind that these messages may or may not be for you. Sometimes some of the messages, sometimes, you know, the rest of it isn't. Obviously follow your heart, okay? Always take the time out with decision making, okay? And do what's in your best interest, okay? Some of you need to have a long, hard, conversation with yourselves regarding with what's in your heart and what is not, okay? And it's coming through as self-sabotage, okay, and doing the same thing over and over and over. That's just not making you happy. It's not bringing you peace. It's not bringing you emotional contentment, okay? It seems to not be bringing you any sort of honor, or, you know, self-respect, or respecting yourself, your feelings and your heart, basically, okay? And that was, I don't know if that felt like a kind of serious message there. And I just heard them say, that's because we love you. It's because we love you. And it's coming through like, you know, please listen. We're helping guide, support, encourage you to face your fears, child. Okay, to face your fears, child. All right. There is an older woman here on the other side, okay? I just heard great grandma. She's a very thin build, okay? She's quite like tall, I guess. She might be about, you know, 5'8", 5'9", okay? And she's here to help you, all right? A kind gesture, okay? She's showing me her giving you a kind gesture. She just picked you a pink flower and just said pretty in pink, okay? And gave it to you, okay? I'm right by your side, she says, okay? Her, I think her first name might start with A, because I just saw an A being written in a dot, okay? That's a 1 out of 26 chance. Sorry guys, I've got to keep the humor in this sort of stuff, because otherwise you go freaking crazy. But I can only tell you, you know, what's coming through from the other side. It's up to you whether you believe it or not. I don't care. But anyway, let's look at these cards. Okay, so we're using animal spirit cards, okay? I have not used this deck since the last time I used them in the last video on YouTube, okay? So let's have a look. All right, so we're doing like a general energy. What is floating about there in the universe? One key word here is self-sabotage. Okay, please keep an eye on self-sabotage, such as spending habits, okay, reasonings, behaviors, actions, choices, okay. Be aware when you think you're making the same either mistakes. Nothing's a mistake, but the same thing. And it's not bringing you a better result, okay? If you keep getting in that cycle and keep doing the same thing, taking on too much of a burden, Aries, too much of a burden, okay? You've been through these burdens 50 million times before. You should know this, okay? Or something may have shifted in you recently where you're seeing things differently. Maybe it's better not to overwork yourself. Maybe it's better not to burden yourself, okay? And just have a good look around. Take your time, okay, with decision-making or path choosing, okay? And Taurus, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to stand out. Don't be afraid to move forward, okay? Take a second look at something here, okay? Because someone's just sticking their head out of the paddock, Taurus, and then going back into the paddock, okay? When you've got freedom, you've got choice. You know what I mean? So support that. Support that inside of yourself. Wow. Okay. So let's go. Is there anything else? We're going to pick those ones and see how we go. Okay, so surrounding energies, guys. Wow, that's amazing. The elephant, I love these cards so much. Okay, so this is animal spirit. Animal spirit, it's called, okay? I'll put the link in the description box below. The elephant is amazing, okay? So this does represent Lord Ganesha, okay? If you're working closely with him. Otherwise, this talks about battles, challenges, complications, basically bullshit, okay, that you've been through, obstacles and things like that, which are going to be cleared away, okay? But this rarely happens by doing nothing. Just saying, okay? So what's going on here is we need to be proactive, okay, about this stuff. I'm not going to lie to you, right? Sometimes things actually have to be done. We have to make a choice. We have to do something different, okay? But you might be feeling the motivation to actually get up off your butt and do it, to try something else, okay? So if you're not feeling it, if you're feeling lethargic, if you're feeling tired, please take the time out, rest, or make it as easy as possible for yourself. Wait for this to come in. For someone Here it's about waiting for divine communication or communication of some sort to come in with someone else that's connected to like paperwork, okay, office work or something to do with the office, okay, and then make the decision, then see. This is a time of contemplation right now, guys, but obviously, you know, do what you want to do, that's cool, but please don't go burning the candle at both ends, okay? Please be aware of your tiredness, your physical energy levels, okay, and just please take it easy. When it's ready to charge, like when it's ready to charge, when you're ready to charge, move forward with passion, motivation, enthusiasm, these blockages will soon come to pass, okay? As long as we're not going back into self-sabotage mode, because you know how that ends. You know how that ends. Okay, so here we go. This is a chance for change, okay? A chance for transformation. Okay, for someone here, this is really standing out, okay? This talks about the third eye, visionary. The word here is visionary, okay? Seeing the future, okay? Seeing where you want to go for the future. You might even have a psychic experience that might be dreamlike if you're not used to these things, okay? So you're seeing with your third eye, it can look like the dream state, okay? Pay attention to these things. Oh my goodness. Okay, you honestly could be like, you know, you could actually have this in your DNA, okay, but you haven't quite tapped into it yet. This is a wake up. This is a shift. This is a momentous occasion, they just said, okay? So this is fantastic, okay, if you're not really accustomed to these sorts of things. You'd probably be open to it, but maybe had very few or limited experiences. The hyena fell out, okay, and when these cards fell out when I was shuffling, they actually fell out like that, and I was shocked to see the hyena, okay? Someone said, surprise, surprise, okay? And it might be a bit of a bloody surprise, mate. Could be a good one, could be an unpleasant one, all right? But with the hyena has a light and dark side, okay? A light and dark aspect. One, he doesn't take things too seriously and he laughs at everything, okay? That's about it. He goes about his business, has fun, and then racks off, okay? That could be an energy, okay, which is happening right now. Things are fleeting. Some things are fleeting and they won't be around forever. Okay, so please be aware of signing contracts, agreements, things like that. Okay, take the necessary time out. You might want to wait until like a certain retrograde ends. I think it's Venus retrograde at the moment, but I don't know because I haven't been keeping a track on that. I assume it's still going. I don't know. You'll have to check the planets yourself. But please give it enough time. Okay, the other side of the hyena is something coming out of the darkness or shadows, which seems to be unpleasant. Okay, or is unpleasant. It's viewed as unpleasant, okay, such as backbiting, backstabbing, lies, deceit, and it can even be people, or you feel like people are laughing behind your back. Whether that's actually happening or not, we're just going to have a look at it. But I am seeing an air of paranoia. Okay, as well, I'm just going to be honest, we all get that from time to time, okay? But what's happening is that you need to remove yourself from that, okay? Take a step back, get grounded, get real, okay? And by getting real, we get back into nature and we basically ground our energy and get the, you know, mental health help that you need, any other like help or assistance, counselor, psychologist, you name it. It could even be a naturopath, I don't know. You know you better than anyone else, okay? So go do that, all right? If you're struggling with paranoia or mental health or anything like that, okay? And also getting like a shifting, a changing, a shifting, a changing. It's not necessarily, not necessarily like a bipolar sort of thing, but it's like a switching in and out. It could be like ADHD. It could be bloody anything, okay, of that kind of like switching from one to the other, okay, extremes and things like that. Please keep an eye on these things. Just don't put it off. Get the help that you need, okay, because this energy supports you moving through these challenges. End of story, okay? Sayonara, sweetheart. Bye-bye. Okay, so that's good. We want to see more of the lighthearted stuff and like laughing at things, okay? The burden will be lifted off your shoulders if you go ahead and bloody do something, okay? But if you're not sure what to do, just take the time out. As long as you have that intention in mind that you actually want to make the change, go for it. Someone else needs to stop putting it off and just freaking bite the bullet, mate, and go for it. Okay, so go. You're going to know who's that speaking to it and how it's speaking to you, I suppose. Now, the next three cards, the dolphin, okay, which is beautiful. We've got the owl, who's really cute too, and we've got the spider. Okay, so let's go through this. They did fall out together, okay, or I think it was like that, okay, but let's have a look at these things. Dolphin talks about freedom, okay. Not only does it talk about freedom, it talks about self-expression, okay, even like physical intimacy, okay, anything to do with like your pod as well, okay? So it's got like a family sort of vibe to it, all right? And also there is singing your song. Okay, singing your song as well. Now that does come through with the whale card, but I think we're getting two birds with one stone right now, okay, with the spiritual messages. So let's keep it coming. Guys, I'm actually having help with like spirit. So even though, you know, obviously I can read cards or whatever, I do ask spirit for extra guidance and stuff like that. So with the dolphin here, okay, allow yourself to be free, dear one. Allow yourself to be free, dear one. Promote freedom if you can. But try not to promote recklessness, please. Okay, someone just said everything in moderation. Okay, so that's someone's term to like live by. All right, and let's look at these things. Now, someone just yelled, hurry up. Okay, I can't wait any longer. I can't wait for you any longer. All right, now I'm going to teach their own. I'm seeing two little dolphins, okay, in the ocean, and one's actually going forward quite fast, and there's another one, a smaller one, feels like they're being left behind, okay, but the choice is honestly yours, okay? No matter whether you're the dolphin that's going off into the distance or the one that's being left behind or feels like they're left behind, they're saying the choice is yours, the ultimate path has been given, and allow it to be so, okay? But if there's a decision or a choice there which hasn't yet been made, okay, you're just going to have to wait and see, okay? Take that time out. I cannot stress that enough, guys. Like, seriously, seriously, the choice is yours, okay? Promote freedom. The spider talks about your own creation, what you're trying to create in your life, okay? Using your own God-given creativity. Someone just said psychiatric pursuits. Psychiatric pursuits. This can be in the so-called positive and the negative. So I'll leave this pretty broad so it speaks to you how it's speaking. Okay. I just heard we're here to support growth, okay, and allow it to come to you, okay, but someone's going to see something here, and it could be to do with someone else or see help like with someone else, okay, so this is can speak in either way, either to do with you or someone else close to you, okay, and they're saying to like support happiness, support peace, support freedom, okay, no longer bound, no longer tied to people's personal opinions or what's going on, make the situation easier. Someone can really help someone else like that's going through either a mental health struggle or a really difficult patch, okay, and it's like mentally like either depressing or not helping them at all, okay. You've got the skill, you've got the ability to bloody help this person, okay. So and I feel like it's a great relief for this person. I don't feel like this person is always in that state. They might not necessarily be in that state like all the time, but this time it's been particularly hard for them, okay, and they may need some help or assistance, okay. If this is you, you would want to feel like helping. This is not like talking to someone who can't be bothered or is sick of the crap or, you know, just doesn't have the energy, okay? You would be wanting to help this person, okay? And this is about people creating what's good or what's not good in their lives, okay? So support what's good in your life. Create what's good if you can. And help a sister out, I just heard. But you'll have to bloody see, okay? You'll have to see how that speaks and what's in your and the other person's best interest. Okay, with the owl, they were talking about using wisdom and knowledge, logic, okay, and common sense. Common sense. For someone here, it's to do with drug taking, okay, or anything of addictive pattern. We're talking like alcohol, we're talking drugs, we're talking all that sort of stuff, okay? Please use common sense in this situation. I'm getting someone freaking overdosing on this, and it could be anything from freaking Panadol to freaking heroin, okay? There is a sense of a intoxication, and it's way too much. It's way too much of something, okay? Someone needs to go on a liver cleanse, a liver detox, okay, and do that pronto, because, you know, it's necessary, they said. Your liver is really struggling with, someone said proteins, but I'm really not sure because I'm not a doctor, okay? You're going to have to look into this. You'll know what this means. There's a struggle with proteins there that I think is associated with the liver, but they're also showing me like kidneys, and they're showing me like kidney stones and things like that. Not saying you've got these things, okay? But it's worth doing a freaking detox of some sort. Go see a healthcare professional, go see a doctor, go see a naturopath, I don't know, drink some lemon water, I don't know, do something, okay? But obviously seek professional help if you so need, okay? Or before you commit to anything drastic. And, you know, if you're taking a lot of medication, or if you're drinking a lot, or if you're shooting up in an alleyway, mate, freaking just do something to help yourself, okay? Because every little bit counts. It's like a little snowball that like mounts, you know, it gets bigger and bigger and bigger as it goes down the hill, okay? This can be in a good aspect and a bad aspect, to do with like building up of toxins and proteins and things that shouldn't be there, okay? Or, you know, getting blockages, cloggages, things like that, okay? But if you put a little bit of help in, that mounts up too, mate. It all amounts to something. So go ahead, do that. Otherwise, if you are creating your own reality, okay, or if you're trying to create something in your life or support creative processes, please use your intelligence, knowledge, logic, and wisdom within this circumstance, okay? Take the time out, get a good view, okay? Get a good view and see things objectively, okay? And it's really funny because I heard, what would Jesus do? Which is true, okay? What would Jesus do? Okay, if you're into this sort of stuff, if you're not into that sort of stuff, that's cool too. All right, but here is a message deliverer, no matter where that comes from, as long as it's for the greater good of all, okay? So that's what's going on, guys. I have to cut it there because I'm running out of time, but I hope these messages speak to you, okay? First and foremost, you have to be truthful and honest with yourself, okay? Regarding your own experiences, what you've been through, what you've put up with, and what you want within your life. Okay, sometimes life gets difficult. Sometimes we get stuck. Sometimes it feels like there's no way forward. Sometimes that comes through as like crippling depression, nervous anxiety, mate, mental breakdowns. Here we go. Now, you'll get through, okay? Please know it's a patch, even if you're in the thick of it, okay? And you're that freaking depressed, go get the help that you need if you can. Okay, that first and foremost, do something that's going to benefit you. Go see your doctor, healthcare professional, psychologist, whatever. Someone here may need medication, but don't worry, it's only temporary. Okay, you can get off it later. Okay, but do yourself a service. Love yourself. Okay, because you are worthy of being happy. You are worthy of coming out of the mud pile. Okay, of the bullshit, of the burdens. Okay. You're worthy of experiencing, you know, happiness, or at the very least some sort of peace. Okay, so support that, promote that in your life, okay, guys? And you know what? If you've got extra energy and you're seeing someone go through the crap, help them too. But always remember to use your intelligence, your wisdom, and your logic with these things, okay? Namaste. It's a namaste. All right, take it easy, guys. Thanks for watching. I hope you're all well, and I'm sending all my love to you. Okay, see ya. Bye.